My name is Frank Reese Mays. I was a ball-turret gunner on a B-17 Flying Fortress. I would like to honor Alan W. Stevens, another D-Day veteran that made the ultimate sacrifice. Below my bomber, we saw hundreds upon hundreds of ships below, moving towards the coast of France. And when we approached the target area, we could see the naval guns shelling the coast. The Germans were not idle. However, as they threw heavy barrages at the landing craft, I saw one large ship going down, but still throwing shells at the coast. We saw hundreds of discarded parachutes that had been discarded by paratroopers who landed simultaneously with the other attacks. Those were quite a way inland behind the beachhead. I saw one B-26 Marauder explode in midair near the target area. We went through the heaviest concentration of anti-aircraft fire I ever yet seen. Tracers and flak explosions were so thick that it looked impossible to get through without being hit, especially knowing that for every tracer there were 6 other rounds. The barrage literally filled the air around us, and the flak explosions made the air alive with fire. On the beachhead, there was a tremendous wall of smoke all along the shore where the bombs and shells were exploding. The landing craft were moving up as we turned off the target area after dropping our bombs. Every move was timed to the split second. We went in at 4,500 feet on this first mission. Our bombs went away at 6:15 a.m., the precise time planned. Thank you.
My name is Evelyn Kowalczyk. I was a flight nurse who served in the 818th Medical Air Evacuation Squadron. On the morning of D-Day 1, I landed on Omaha Beach in the C-47 to evacuate wounded soldiers back to England. Today I am reading for 2 Army nurses, Grace Peterson and Mary Farrell, who came in at Utah Beach. Grace G. Peterson, U.S. Army 8th Field Hospital, Utah. Right after D-Day in June 1944, we were sent to France and landed on Utah Beach. When people argue about women being in combat, I think how silly they are, because we were already there. In France, we had 88mm artillery flying right over our heads. It was unsettling to hear the 88s, but we figured this was what war was like. Our first destination wasn't really captured by the Americans for about a month after we landed, so we moved several times. Mary Farrell, U.S. Army, Utah. I'd like people to know how much I admired those boys. I would never have believed what they could take. It was the Army nurse's privilege to give the best nursing care possible to the sick and wounded soldiers. The words of a badly wounded man as he looked at you, giving him plasma, were thanks enough for all of us.
I am Colonel Robert H. James, Air Force retired. I am reading for William Moriarty, 8th Air Force. We were told that more missions would be scheduled later that day, weather permitting. The weather was bad, and we were to make every possible effort to hit our target and go in on the deck if necessary. The orders were to climb through heavy clouds and assemble our formation on the top, and there would be many aircraft and many formations. We made our bomb run at about 2,500 feet, and at that altitude they can almost throw rocks at you. They shot at us with 50 caliber machine guns, and it was my first time seeing tracer bullets. Believe me, it scared the hell out of me. Traffic would be one way and would continue across the Cherbourg Peninsula. Then turn right, fly around the tip of the peninsula and up to England. Under no circumstances were we to turn around. If you had mechanical trouble and could not keep up, you dropped out of the formation but continued to follow the traffic.